Hi there, and welcome to our tutorial on how to start a business in Arkansas here at startabusiness.org. Let's just get started right off the bat here. So we have a few options: corporation, limited liability companies, and partnerships. Those are the sort of the three general business types that we have in Arkansas. Regardless of which one you're applying for or filing for, uh, you're still going to need a name, obviously, and it needs to be unique within the state of Arkansas. To check for its availability, we've provided a business entity search here. This will bring you to the Secretary of State website in which you can enter in the name, and if it doesn't show up, there's a good chance that you're good to use it. If you're not wanting to file right away, uh, but you still have a name that you want to keep reserved, we actually have a name reservation tutorial as well. There's a $25 fee associated with filing a name reservation form, the form being called RN06. You can also file for this online. We have a little tutorial here. This is just sort of like a general overview, but if you click on this link, it'll bring you to the name reservation tutorial, and I'll show you exactly how to make sure that your name doesn't get taken. However, it's only 120 days, so on the 121st day, it's open to the public. Once you have chosen your name and ensured that it is indeed unique, you can decide what sort of business you feel you ought to start, or if you're a foreign entity, what sort of business do you qualify for within Arkansas? For those who are confused, domestic businesses are the ones that get started within the state, whose main office will be within the state. A foreign entity, whether it's corporation, LLC, partnership, doesn't matter, already exists outside of the state, in a country or another one of the states, and they want to do business within Arkansas. So they usually have to file for some sort of certificate of registration, something like that. So we have a number of different corporations. We have domestic profit and foreign profit, both foreign and domestic benefit, and both foreign and domestic nonprofit. Under LLCs, we have domestic and foreign. Under LPs, limited partnerships, we have, again, domestic and foreign, and both of those as well for both LLP and LLLP, the limited liability limited partnership. If you click on each one of these, you'll be brought to our individual tutorial for each one of these functions. But for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to keep on going, providing that we just assume that you chose one of those. Because in step 2, if you have filed online, you'll notice that you've already submitted the contact information for the person who's going to receive the annual tax reporting form or any other sort of correspondence with the Secretary of State. If you haven't filed online, which means you probably downloaded, actually it means you definitely downloaded the PDF form of whatever application you need for your particular entity, and attached to that form is usually a contact information dash annual report form or something. You're probably going to need to provide the name, the address, the contact information of the contact person who will be responsible for filing your taxes, essentially, and the signature of some authorized officer. So you've got those two forms already filled out now if you're filing the PDF form. If you are filing online, you'll be able to pay a filing fee using a credit card or through what they call an INA account. If you're not filing online, you're going to have to cut a check made out to the Secretary of State. Below here, we've shown the different filing fees. So we have all domestic entities are going to have to pay $45 online and $50 if filing paper filing, which is downloading the PDF form. All foreign entities will have to pay significantly more, which is $270 online and $300 for the paper filing. After you finish paying online, boom, you're done. You don't have to do anything else. But if you're filing in any other way, which is just the paper filing. You attach your check with your contact information form to whatever application form that you need to fill out. Throw that all in an envelope and write this address here on the front of your envelope and send it in to the Secretary of State for filing. And that's all there is to it. Now, well, we've already been over name reservation, but there's a couple of things that you can apply for here. A certificate of good standing is pretty much just proof that you're doing things right. It can be used as a means to take out loans or to renew business license. It's just proof of validity and that you're complying to all state laws and that you've filled out any annual reports that need to be. It's pretty much just saying that you're doing everything right. So we have a link here that you can follow if you'd like to obtain one of those. For partnerships and nonprofit corporations, every 1st of August you're going to need to file a annual report in order to keep doing business. So we have a link here if you're a foreign entity, or one here if you're domestic, and it'll show you exactly where to go to fill out one of those so that you can continue doing business. The filing fee for these are $15. We have here a few agreements. These are not required by law in Arkansas, but they should be filled out as each one of these, the corporate bylaws, the operating agreement, as well as the partnership agreement. Actually they definitely detail how the entity is going to operate. So we've got stuff like, how often you're going to have meetings, to, who is going to be on the board of directors, the registered agent, everything to do with the management of the company involved will be listed in either the corporate bylaws if you're a corporation, the operating agreement if you're a limited liability company, or the partnership agreement if you are a partnership. So we have 3 different templates here if you'd like to print those off. Finally, after filing, we suggest that you immediately go over to the IRS website and register for an employment identification number, which is also known as a federal tax identification number. That name there pretty much defines it perfectly. Just a way for the IRS to recognize you and identify you for tax purposes. Without one of these, you're going to find that you're not able to hire employees, pretty much perform any financial transaction of any kind. So this is definitely a must after filing. But once all these steps have been finished, you should be good to finish with your filing within the state of Arkansas. So best of luck, and thanks for watching.